Ready whenever you are, buddy.
It's just taking a minute. There she is. Okay. It is picking up my mic. I have to check every time now. I'm nervous.
No worries.
That's a little louder than I want it to be. All right. Hello, everybody. Once again for Drake's Salvation. The every other Monday campaign that started off this whole journey of our D&D experience with this group, really. I am Jeeves Diggus. I will be your DM for tonight, and let's just get right into episode 67 of Drake's Salvation. Last we met our intrepid band. They were coming home from their 2.5 month long mission in Draketts. That when they originally had set out from Cravencliff, only thought it would just be a couple of weeks, maybe, just to get there, grab some booze for their bar that was in desperate need of some variety, and return home. But now they return home heroes of Draketts, some of the very few non-dwarves who have actually been into the council chambers. As they let this sit in and open the door to their bar, the Silver Pint, Elric was met by two very familiar faces. His family. And as he was expecting to get the shit kicked out of him, he was instead received with open arms and smiles. And, let's not forget about the, small first date that Callisti went on with the Silver Pint's, banker, Calhoun. With everybody settling back into their old roles and getting used to trying to figure out what life is off the road again. We'll now join everybody in the morning for their quiche breakfast made by their lovely cook. So I just kind of placed you guys around randomly. I don't know who would be eating where, but yes, Ophelia has prepared you all another 5-star breakfast, as the shy chef always has. Sir Pendleton has been regaling you all with stories of his gentlemanly nature, and Olga can't give two shits.
Jackal just resumes his usual calm eating now because he has savoring the memories of southern food.
Oh, and you all have realized that Hildy has pretty much kidnapped Tick.
Actually, where is... Oh, there she is. Okay.
Under Tick.
Yeah, no. I was like, where is... Oh, there they are. Right. I guess Jack will be the first one to finish his food and get ready to head to the library to return the book. And, we'll just kind of look at everybody. Right, so I guess we all have our own personal things to finish and handle. So if anyone needs me, I'll be either at the library or somewhere in town trying to get some improvement gear. Well, have a good day. And he goes,
Later, dude.
Right? Ophelia, everyone, thank you for the food.
No, you have a good day.
I will try.
Remember, don't eat people.
What do you take me for? Some sort of crazy savage?
Felicity isn't even looking at you. She just says that over her shoulder.
Be back before the lights turn on.
No promises on that. And Jackal leaves.
I thought Dwarven beer was stronger. Orcs make better shit.
Well, we did win some really good stuff, but it was poisoned, and by the way, where'd the dragon skull go?
Oh,
We need
it is being mounted in woodworking shop 2 doors down. You'll be... Elric man will need to pay big price because we had it rushed. Or do you want to come out of bar funds?
You know, we can afford that.
My mic was fucking up. Sorry, that was my bad. I mean, we could probably pay for it. Also, what happened to the door that we had?
Yeah, we need to figure out where we're putting him.
You mean
Certainly
creepy
not the front
fucking
door.
I put in sale shop?
That was a person, technically.
That was somebody's ancestor. Is.
Like I said, technically. Because he's dead, I'm assuming it's magically kept the memory of him, but isn't actually him.
So we face him towards the latrine.
No.
No.
We wouldn't. Put them...
Why is everything so terrible?
There's a difference between being terrible and just not knowing. Or, you know. We were originally thinking the entrance, but then that would be also horrible because then no one would ever get in.
What about the garden?
He'd probably enjoy a change of scenery, so why not?
Though I have been thinking about having the tower rebuilt. I wouldn't want a
shit.
tower.
We have to put money into that. I forgot for a minute that we still run a business.
Wait a minute. Am I just being cliche?
No, there's literally a tower.
No, I mean, I'm a wizard and I want to build a tower.
I'm going to say I don't know many wizards that have towers, and the only one that does is the crazy nutcase, so...
Did I hear building?
I didn't even send the dwarven paper out yet.
You see, he's got a towel wrapped around his waist. I was in the bath.
Sure, I guess. Do you have the note, by the way, Jeebus, for all the stuff we can build? There's... where's it at? Thank you.
That's, if you just open up the Silver Pint tab, it's bar upgrades.
Alright, so, is the escape tunnel still built? Or do we have to rebuild?
Yes. No, that one has already been built. That was,
okay.
That's how you got to the sewers originally, I believe?
Oh, yeah, because we went in through the bathhouse, yeah. You know, I think we should at least invest in a weapons closet so we don't get murdered in here.
Wait, which one's the alchemy lab?
We don't have one of those.
I meant...
These are upgrades we can buy, Moogle.
Oh.
Yeah. The ones that say owned are, I think the ones we have, and this is like me going off of like what we also bought in the other game, is the baths, the garden, this whole thing, which I paid most of my thing for, and I think these two were something at one point, but I'm assuming they got disheveled because the bar.
Yeah, let's just say they're blue highlights in areas for reasons.
Yeah. So basically the only thing, and Only thing we really had was basically the up here was converted, a fight room that was converted.
Room now is converted into a workshop.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So, right now the only thing we have is the kitchen, the gardens, and the access tunnel through the baths, and I guess technically up here as well.
And our upstairs.
Yeah. I mean, we'll look into this later because we're not in any rush right now. So, if we need anything, we'll make sure to, give
I
you
know
a
this
call.
is a weird concept, but what about upgrading the kitchen and adding a stage?
Do you really? Part of me wonders if do you really want Grail on top of a stage singing?
You realize we're gonna have Sean in here anyway, right?
I think if we want good business, having the king sing in our stage.
Yeah, do the Bahamut's leaky bladder or whatever it is.
Oh, the cauldron. Okay. One other thing, by the way. Elric's gonna toss the, because he has still a bottle of this, he's gonna toss the 2,000-year-old Dwarven whiskey to the orc. This is a little bit stronger. It's been buried underground for a long-ass time.
That's the expensive stuff.
Oh, I'm aware. Put it on top shelf, charge about, I'd say, 300, 400 gold for it.
We're talking a shot, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
With a deftness, Olga, snatches the bottle out of the air. Ah. We've climbed one rung of long leather.
The other option is to get our licensing so that we can gamble.
Pretty sure this place has it. We just would need to renew it with the council. Shouldn't be too hard. We could literally just...
kitchen. We need an actual gambling den.
I mean, that would be fine. I don't necessarily know how I feel about people throwing money, considering Jeff blows his paycheck on booze half the time.
Well, I mean, if we wanted
get
people
paid.
just throwing money, we could just get some strippers.
I want to at least have a little more class than a whorehouse.
Yo, Pendle bro, do I get paid? Why, yes, sir, but unfortunately your debt to the bar is bigger than your paycheck usually.
Ah, fuck. How much did I give him? I gave him 1,000 golden gems, so... It's up to him how he wants to spend that.
He already spent that, probably.
Probably in one night.
Great party, though.
God damn it. I'm going to remember not to pay this man anymore.
Aww.
For now.
Jeff is a man who appreciates simple pleasures.
And simple pleasures means slowly paying us back, sadly. Or watching people get murdered in front of him.
Oh, I'm in debt again?
Just stop partying.
I think it's okay that way. I mean, at this point, you're giving community service to the kingdom for, that situation.
I mean, technically that's not his fault. Kind of.
Yeah, but that's the story we're sticking to, otherwise they're going to kill him, so let's be honest about that.
That or send him to Parable's rehabilitation camp, which I'm pretty sure he wouldn't
Never
care
again.
for.
Never again. I'll be good. And he'll take the glass he has in front of him and just slide it forward a little bit.
Khaleesi says something like, "You mean the death camps?"
They're not death camps. About
Bro.
90% of the people come back alive.
Scene changed to just open air torture camps.
I don't think Parable's that bad, but he's definitely...
Yeah.
But he's
There's a
definitely
reason
like...
his soldiers are the best of the best. They're the best that survived.
Also true.
Bro, I heard the final exam is walking into a goblin camp naked and fighting your way out.
I heard they give you a toothpick with it too.
Where the fuck did they shove the toothpick?
That's up to
Usually
you.
the eyes.
If you're using it as a weapon, or they give you extra points if you put it between your teeth and just.
I was gonna say it would make you look really cool.
There's a g-
That's how the real selection is the ones who just stick it between their teeth and go with
This is why I'm glad I joined, fuck, what was it? Jeebus, what's the name of the, okay, not Silver Dragon, but the one that platoon / group.
Oh,
The same one.
fuck.
It was the same one Casper was in, and I can't think of it.
Off the
'Cause there
top
were-
of my head, I've got nothing.
Yeah. That's why I'm so glad that at least I never had to go with that and joined a lesser group. Though they mistook me for a city drunk. So, with a big sword that could just kill people. Which, in my defense, was really good cover because most people were stupid enough to believe that I just drank all day.
Silver Legion.
Okay, thank you. Yeah,
Did we ever get the baths fixed? And the water and the soap elemental back?
considering that man just came out of there with a towel wrapped on his waist, I'm assuming yes.
Well, there's water
where's
in
the
it,
water?
but yeah, men's got to watch themselves. Go find
Ew.
my pants.
And it costs.
All right, we may have. I mean, I'm in favor of at least fixing the bats first.
I mean, we have extra front door security, luckily.
I'm pretty sure that man just shanked like 20 people on
Oh, I
last
mean, if
night
they get
alone.
through him, they still got to get through Iron Hell out there.
Ah, yes. Oh, by the way, we now have a vampire killing donkey.
Oh, we should get animal pens then.
Probably.
Why, George, you mean the one that's decimated the gardens?
Yeah, she killed like 12 vampires.
And my petunias.
I'm gonna say that's a worthwhile loss.
Considering she's protected Bakersville from at least a small horde of vampires, I'll take that.
We got her silver mule shoes just so she's more efficient.
Did we actually silver her shoes? I forgot.
Yes, you did.
Okay.
Yes, we did.
I generally actually forgot if we did because it's been so long since she killed me.
Yeah, we got her silver mule shoes after she killed all those vampires.
Speaking of which, we told her we'd take her to see the man we bought her from.
You guys want to do that? I kind of have something I wanted to go do.
If you want to, Zephyr, you can. I want to catch up with my wife. All things considered. No offense.
More furniture.
Well, when Hell No rules the world, we all know who she's gonna love.
That's true.
You're also the
I'm
only.
sorry that I have not seen my wife in 10 years. Actually, hell,
So,
there's
Elric,
your...
Elric, you feel a fork in your thigh.
Yeah?
We're over here.
Yeah? Plus, I have some questions I want to ask about, you know. And he kind of looks at everything that happened while I was fighting, I guess. If you want, though, you could take Hilda. She loves animals, considering she already stole Tick. I imagine, like, Tick just the head pops out from underneath.
Yeah.
That's why you...
Considering she loves animals, Tick, supposed sentient being.
Yeah. Look, I'm not gonna get into that. But if you want to take at least Hilda with you to see more than just stabbing things, it'd be nice. That way, her mother and I can talk about a few things that I would rather not have her here. Please. Looks at the two of them, or at least of Rowan, or Rowan and Zephyr.
Would you like to come along?
She'll perk her head up and kind of just give you a little quiet nod. Stand up from the table. Quickly jerk the fork that you stabbed Nelric's thigh out.
Ow.
I mean,
All right,
just
well,
as I
it's-
finish my tea.
Just sit down and you'll hear a clinking of a cup as Tick has his little cup of tea.
Aww.
He's just been holding. Dick water.
Oh, is Tech making his own brand of tea?
Alright, well, after that, I think everybody else has a plan. So, since the first person with the plan has already left the building, we'll head over to goddamn, where's that map? There it is. Mansion.
Oh. What was the entrance again?
Entrance is over here.
There we go.
Jackal, it's a strange sensation walking through a town where most people are actually your height or taller at this point.
Yeah.
It's been quite some time.
There we go. I don't know why, but Roll20 is going a little slow on me. I guess I'll do a quick perception if anyone's acting differently or... either they're acting differently or suspiciously. And by suspicious, I mean either... I guess giving me side glances or the more of the analytical. I'm actually secretly a bounty hunter, and this guy's probably my target.
Alright, just roll me an insight.
Sure.
Alright. With that, I mean, you know this town is full of crooks, thieves, bounty hunters, and normal citizens. But, you don't get the feeling that you're followed at all?
Alright, I'll just make my way in. As soon as I go in, check around. Hello? Here to return a book to a library?
Name?
Jackal?
Affiliation?
Silver Pint, Draketts.
What do you lot? Good. Just take the stairs.
Alright, thank you. Guess these are stairs.
Stairs, and yeah, those would be the stairs, and you would pop up over here.
Great. So I'll just make my way over, and by the time I get to the doors, I'll just very carefully but loudly knock.
The fucking library, you idiot! Just open the door. Oh, it's you.
I wanted to make sure I was safe to enter. Here to return a book.
Come on in.
Oh, hello. Right. I'll just return this book to its spot. Or, well, do you need to check on it, or?
Now it's probably covered in blood and shit like they always are.
I look at the book. Is it?
Yeah, it's a little grimy.
A little grimy, not too bad. I did my best to take care of it, and Callisti did her absolute best to keep it well fed.
That's where I recognize you from. This individual will stand up and walk over to you and hold out her hand. Trinity von Wizardson.
Nice to meet you, Jackal. Wait. Pauses as he's recognizing the last name. No, wait, the last name. Person similar last name. Any relation to a Balthazar? I think that was his
Yes,
name.
my husband.
Right.
Married?
Has been the whole time.
That he has
Sadly.
been. Ah, right. The
As
guy with the
kids do.
very, very it's like eccentric items and tower of. Is that tower really a golem?
It's a type of golem, yes. My husband was working on it, trying to awaken a desk in his office, ended up awakening the whole tower. Jeremiah has been lovely to us.
Holy cow. Wow. Right. Yes, I'm Jackal, part of the Draketts, and somehow, part manager thing, owner of Silver Pint.
I hear my husband and the good king frequent there recently as of late.
Yes, they were there and on a return.
I highly suggest never letting my husband take his shoes off while there. His socks are enchanted.
I will let the staff and my companions handle that. I think they're better at handling magical stuff than I ever would be.
Yes. Oh, right. I forgot to give you my full title. Head Wizard of Cravencliff, Master of the Outer Arcane. Reyna here was just studying up on some of her sorceries, and we're using the library's quiet space. You seem to be magically charged.
Kind of points to his shield, then to his. Kind of holds up a necklace. Yeah, I have a lot of magical items.
Oh, it's just the items then.
I want to believe so. Kind of poking into the. I believe Callisti says it, the innate magical bloodline thingamajig.
Sorceries?
Very
You don't
little.
seem to have any outer features like Reyna do over here, and you just hear that dragon claw tapping as Reyna's getting more and more impatient.
Do you want your book back? It's right here.
Fuck it, just put it on the shelf. Organize
Okay.
later.
Alright, I look at the book. You behave yourself and not eat the other books, making sure it's nice and. Hey, look, I will elbow drop you, alright? Puts book back in. Right, I don't know. Callisti says I do have some magical abilities, just nowhere near other people's, or at least actual, learned people's, ability.
Well, if you would ever like to study, I'm sure I could aid you, or my husband could study you. Just choose carefully.
I'm gonna roll this for him. Would either of you be able to enchant or improve magical items?
That is 100% my husband's purview. if you want something specific, you have to be extremely specific with him, or you'll end up with, I don't know, what was the last thing? Underwear that casts a web spell.
Why did I have a very horrible image now?
Oh, you should have seen his disintegrating hat. The whole wall out of Jeremiah.
I'm surprised Jeremiah was not too angry, was actually forgiving of that.
It was rendered unconscious.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I look over
Chris, if you do see your young Callisti, could you send her over? We would like to have a meeting of the minds of the more magically inclined of Cravencliff, and since you all are back in town, we'd love to have her as well.
I will certainly inform her right away when I see her. I just have to run a few more errands and hopefully improve some of my gear, which I look over to Raina. Are there any more book volumes for Herman Delaware? Dorus?
Not in this collection. I believe. I think that was the only one by Mr. Delarose.
Alright. I do apologize. After sorting through that book, as I point in the direction of the book-eating monster book, yeah, definitely been more interested in finding the other volumes, if they exist. So, kind of just not directing the question to either of the ladies, but just as, that's probably my other priority. But at least this one is done. I will be heading out to, I guess, find, or at least meet your husband for possible enchantment improvement? I don't know.
I believe him and the kids are taking Jeremiah for a walk, so they might be back this afternoon. Be easy to tell.
Alright. Thank you very much, ladies. You'll have a safe morning.
Wait. He's taking the house. Never mind.
Yeah.
Yep. Jackal's not questioning it.
I mean, do we ever question Balthazar at this point?
Probably a bad idea. As you walk past, you do notice the very similar construction sounds from the airship area that you had seen before.
Yes, but he's not going to poke into that. That's really not his business. He sees it, but it's just like, I'm pretty sure they'll let me know if I need to know. And you can probably just hit the town to see if you can find some, well, probably, what would he actually do now? Let me just roll this for him. High or low? Yeah, he's gonna peruse around first before heading back to the Silver Pint. You got one objective done.
Alrighty, and then we will head over to Tent Town. I hate when you restore a map and it doesn't go into the spot you thought it would. I must be blind. Where's the box? There it is. Here.
Pentone?
Yeah, where this whole adventure started. You guys will be coming out of the gate, so you're up here.
Forget where he was. Was he on? Was it 7-ish?
I think it was this guy here.
He's right in the center.
Alright, well. I would assume we just head straight there. Unless...
Do we have a car, or are we just walking with them? With Hell No.
I mean, you do still own a cart if you would have brought it, but...
Well, that's what I'm asking. Did we bring it?
Why are you asking me that?
I'm just asking the
I don't know
general
if it's
public.
necessary. You know what? If we were to cast Speak with Animal and ask Hell No what she'd like to do.
Are you gonna do that?
Sure, why not?
Alright, so you head over to the garden in the Silver Pint, and you see Hell No is just chewing on some probably expensive flower. And cast Speak with Animals.
Good morning, Hell No.
Good morning, dear.
How are you after the flight?
Well, I do say that I did not like being in the sky with hooves off the ground. Couldn't even pull that thing.
I'm sorry to hear that. Well, we figured today would be a good day to go see your buddy.
Oh, we're gonna go see good old me?
Yes, we are. You want to bring the cart too, or do you just want to head on over?
Well, I think I could just stretch my legs. I don't think we need it unless y'all don't want to walk.
No, let's just have a nice little stroll through town. Okay, that's all I have for that. So we'll just head toward him, I
Hildy,
suppose.
while you're in the middle of that conversation, you just notice Hildy has appeared and is just with a brush in her hand that you don't know where she was hiding, and is just brushing out Helno's coat.
What's Hellno's reaction to that?
Oh, y'all never did this for me, and the day I met this little girl, oh, what a wonderful child. Girl's gotta look her best. And yeah, so you guys
I'm gonna whisper to Rowan.
you have to whisper so the mic picks you up.
Oh, we didn't clean her that whole time.
We didn't what?
Clean her?
I didn't.
Cool. Noted. Just had to.
I'm so glad that at least Hell No will like my daughter, but not Elric.
Fucking hates Ulrich.
I figured.
Which one? Where's he at?
Pretty much dead center, right in front of the drinking tent.
Right in front of the drinking tent. I guess we moved the whole group there.
As soon as you guys have left the gate, Tick wiggled out of Hildy's hands and has scampered off. You guys have no idea where he went.
Did we notice he left? Or did we notice that he left?
There's a good bit of a struggle between the two. And, yeah, it was easy to watch streaking out of the bright white cloak of Hildy is the little black shadow that is Tick.
I mean, this is where we found him. I think he knows the area pretty well.
Yeah, just let's not forget to bring him back.
Of course not.
Do we hear the familiar sounds of merchants over here?
You do. They are still screaming at each other.
Classic.
Forget his name. I tried to find his.
Who, Obi?
Obi.
His name is Obi, but I just forgot where I put his token.
Anyway. Obi, good morning.
And I just need to do this.
It's like some called Gate of Nines or something.
Look, it's Obi.
Gaze at 9 lights. Oh, that's Henry. Never mind, sorry.
I was gonna say.
I forgot to give you the Alley Cat's sheets.
Thank you. I already said Obi, good morning.
Yeah, I was just trying to find what I did with his fucking sheets.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this is totally me. I don't know where
Is it
he
not
went.
Ten Town?
Ten Town got assumed into the rest of Cravencliff, right? No, there's Ten Town.
God,
There's
I
Opie.
fucking-
Oh, it's Opie. That's why I put O-B.
Looks like oop.
Every time I see Hellno's token, it just makes me die a little on the inside, but then I remember she beats the shit out of everyone, so I don't care.
So you all walk down and find a man with a familiar crate on his shoulder, and Hellno, gracefully as she can, trots up to him, and he takes a piece of fruit out of the crate and hands it down to her, and she begins crunching happily, and then kind of does a little spin and shows off the silver fucking horseshoe she has. Oh, look at you. Oh, hey guys.
Hello.
Hi. We just got back from a long trip, and she fancied a visit.
Oh, you're gone for a long time. And I'm pretty sure he grabs her face and just kind of, like when you grab a dog by the head and just squish him. I'm sure she got to pull the cart all the time then.
She even got to fly.
Wow. I can't do that.
We didn't like it.
Oh. You do look like you've been on some adventures. Where you guys been?
Can I assume it's been past 10 minutes
For what?
for Speak with Animals?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, well then I'll cast it to see if she's saying anything else. Why is it blurry? Oh, there it goes. I've been having issues with Roll20 lately.
Can't just take your glasses off
will.
and ask why people are blurred.
I'm sorry.
How dare
So-
you assume someone's blurriness?
You hear what first sounds like her telling the entire adventure to him, but then you slowly realize that this is just a list of complaints.
I'm gonna smile. She had so much fun. And she's telling you all about it.
Oh. He's gonna look over at you, Zephyr. She's not saying anything. I think your friend got hit on the head.
It's magic.
Oh.
Do you have peaches? Was it peaches that you liked?
Me?
No, hell no.
Oh, she just really likes all the fruit that I give her. She likes these ones the best. He's gonna take out a dragon fruit.
I don't think it was a dragon fruit. Hell no, what did you say you liked?
Oh, doll. I just, whatever Obi gives me, I'll eat. But yes, you are right. Peaches are my favorite.
She loves peaches, though. She loves anything you'll give her, but she loves peaches. So I was wondering if you had any.
Peaches don't grow here.
Oh. Okay. I tried.
Well, maybe if you find some, I could try.
Well, no, I'll keep an eye out.
Well, I mean, Hellno's making a lot of noises, but you guys didn't tell me what you've been up to. I've just been farming.
War stuff.
Vampires.
Yeah. Oh.
Hold on.
She
Continue
kicked
your
butt,
story.
too.
Oh yeah, Hellno killed a lot of people. In defense, not in any murderous intent.
Oh, that's a step up then.
Why? Did she kill before we had her?
We were told she had a grumpy disposition, and that's why he sold her to us.
Well, she gets grumpy sometimes, and people like to walk up behind her, and that was a bad idea.
Well, I knew about the grumpy part, but were there any fatalities?
Oh, I didn't stick around to find out. Since you guys still have Speak with Animals on, Helena will turn to you. 3.
That's a lot prior to being sold to us. She says she's never killed anyone. Don't worry, no fatalities.
Oh, good.
Oh wait, I need those. I'm gonna go see what the crazy people have for sale.
Okay.
There we go.
Do you have any other animals?
I got a couple. Why? I got 2 horses, and a cow, and a goat.
Well, my new friend here.
One of my pigs just had piglets.
Ooh.
Does my new friend have any sort of reaction to that?
It's that very anime trope of the silent one, but as you look at her, the eyes are just like sparkling.
Anime eyes.
Yeah.
Would you like to go see those?
Like, very vigorous, quick nods.
Can we go see your farm?
Yeah. And he will, just out of pure reflex, place the crate onto Hellno's back and begin just walking away.
Oh.
And Hellno will follow him and bring over to the farm.
If she's not moving, I'll just kind of usher her that away.
Oh, she'll go.
Cool.
There's Struff. There's the crazy old witch.
I'll be right back with that.
There's Aga.
Voice freaked me out.
You stupid old crone in your fucking pot, stealing away all my customers. What customers? Only people coming around here have been goblins lately. Oh, shut up, here comes one.
I see things haven't changed. Oh, sorry, correction. I've heard things haven't changed.
Well, look at you. Oh. He gestures to the, again, still just yet supply of quote-unquote weapons. Here to buy, or here to just gawk?
Depends on what you have. Anything new? I hope.
I picked up this sling yesterday.
Not my style. Any new potions? Yeah. Still questionable. I like it.
They all do the same thing. I just add a little spice to it.
Oh. Just for fun, I'll take one. It'll do something.
All right. looks directly at Struff. I made a sale today. I get to eat.
Is there anything the weapons dude has? I didn't think I saw anything pop up.
I mean, he has a couple arrows.
I'll take arrows for sure.
Alright, you can get, like, probably 15 arrows from him for, like... Let's do 6 gold, just to make it even for them.
Okay, sounds good.
He'll hand him over and take your gold. Couldn't you have waited till later, till after she takes me out to... she was gonna pay for my dinner.
Had to do
out here
hard
burning the economy. I remember last time you were here, you were as broke as I was.
Yes, I was.
Now your little miss, ooh, look at me, I got a pass.
Yeah, it's because I sold a lot of weird things.
Like what?
Oh, I can't tell you.
Ah, trade secrets.
Well, maybe if you left Tent Town, or
What? Why the hell would I do that?
to get more clientele.
Sounds like effort.
Well, that's what I did.
Young in your hips that work.
Well, I did get a cart.
Yeah, you bought it from me.
I know. Didn't you try to steal from it?
No.
Is that cart right there not yours?
No.
Insight or fun?
You don't need to.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's how I made my money. I didn't sit here and yell at others. But I appreciate the arrows.
Well,
How
we do
good.
other things, but people said they was unseemly and we shouldn't do that in public.
I'm not gonna ask. How good are the arrows? Like, are they normal, decent, or are they like falling apart, kinda?
Definitely goblin made, but
Okay.
they'll work.
Okay.
They definitely will go forward.
Okay. Well, thank you for the arrows. I definitely needed more.
Archers always need more arrows. Best thing to trade for with the goblins. Little bugger showed up a couple weeks ago. Been dealing with that spider issue that you were supposed to deal with.
They're still dealing with that? Didn't we deal with that? Hold that thought, I have questions. And I'm just gonna start walking on. Wait. And then I'll come back. The spider problem? Explain.
But, well, I remember that you were hired by old man Melvin to go deal with that spider cave. And y'all just came out and got yourselves passes and didn't deal with the rest of the spiders. You might have killed the big one, but there's still a couple hundred more.
In the same place?
All around the forest. And he'll gesture over to the forest. You can still see like a bunch of webs.
Wow. Well, thank you. I will definitely let everyone know about it. At least we killed the big one. And I will walk over to Obi's farm.
Zephyr, did you have any plans on what you wanted to do here? Or?
No, I was just giving her a chance to play with the animal.
Yeah, I mean, she, really obviously doesn't talk very much. But you do see that she, there's a foal that she has, just entered the arena with, and she's been, playing with the young horse. She was, I mean, even from your experience, very well attuned with animals. She gauged its demeanor pretty quickly, and then both of them just kind of started running around, and you do realize she's faster than the fucking horse.
Oh, for sure.
So, dinner time, Mom. It's poop time, Mom. And you're probably just, Obi sits down on his porch in his rocking chair and gestures to another one. He takes out a long pipe and puts something in it and lights it and just sits there. And
What a simple
So-
life.
That's what I like. I'm not really for that whole adventure and stuff, but when the Southerners took down my farm, I didn't know what to do, so I came here. Armies eat a lot.
No, that's fair.
And they didn't pay me for any of it. So I was poor when I came here, and I make a pretty good living now, though. Hey, whatever happened to that little melon boy? The Pabra?
I don't want to
Yeah.
talk about it.
Oh, okay. And you've definitely smelled this before, because I think Callisti's actually had. I think Broad is actually carrying pounds of it currently. Obi is smoking tumbleweed. He'll hand the pipe over to you. And
I'm sorry. Probably not.
okay. Yeah, I mean, if that's all you guys really want to do, you have a pretty quiet afternoon on a farm and just hanging out. Obi will make a pretty decent lunch. It's a lot of vegetable based, and there's pretty vegetarian. You do realize he makes all of his money off selling meat, not eating it.
I think before we leave, I would want to just pop over to the farm, see if there are any moon melons we could buy.
I want to go to the melon farm.
It doesn't have to be a big.
Oh, you forget who owns this place.
God.
Well, yes, God does own this place, but only
Where
Rio
is he?
runs it.
Grandpa Oaks.
Oh my god. I fucking love that picture.
Good lord.
What? Where? Damn, God's always out here trying to steal my melons. My moon melons.
Oaks, over here.
Huh? What? Ah! Young white-haired boy and the purple lady. Wow, the cat got taller.
Is that supposed to be a joke?
What?
How you doing, Oaks?
I like how you yelled.
I'm old, not deaf.
Then why are you yelling?
Because they want my melons.
This is a weird question, but do we actually see any melons?
You do. There are a few.
Okay, just making sure he's not losing it.
Well,
More than he already is.
it's like you can't lose what you don't have. Yes, I saw that little lizard boy around here. He used to steal my melons.
He's with
Already,
us.
it's been like 20 minutes. I will start looking for Tick.
How many did he
Damn it.
take?
Both of you roll perception checks.
I hope he has them in his cheeks like chipmunks. those. What did I get?
You got a
16 and
16.
18.
16.
Zephyr got an 18. Mariner, can you roll me a stealth check for her boy?
Yeah, I got him. I love how he's and so is Drake. Stealth.
Oh,
my
no!
God.
I am not rolling anymore, dude. I've been going bad.
He is,
for a while.
he is running rampant through that bar.
Tigger's used to underground, not this. Sunlight is grounding him now.
Yeah, he's been,
So you do see Tig, 2 melons under each arm, and his head looks a lot bigger than it's supposed to. And he's just staring at the sun. Like he got dazed a little bit.
Damn it.
Well, you can get him.
Yes. Tick. I'm being careful. I'm being careful.
What?
Oh, you're talking. Okay. Tick, over here. Come here, buddy.
Oh.
Can you see? Spit those out. Spit those out. How
And
many?
one gigantic melon just falls out of his face.
We can buy these.
Bye.
Because we don't steal.
But ground is for Tig.
No, not for Tick. Not on. See, this is called a farm.
Oh.
Remember our little song? Oh wait, no, that was someone mowing the lawn. Never mind, nothing on the farm. There's a farm one I'll teach you later.
Old MacDonald had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
And all that farm, he had some melons.
Oh, at a farm.
And a moon melon there, and a moon melon here.
Don't take my song! I sing tonight to my melons.
Okay, well, I will grab the 2 melons that Tick has, and Tick can carry the slobbery melon. Here, we'll go ask if we could buy these.
Why not just leave?
We have to buy them.
But he takes Chinese.
I will pay for them.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Listen,
Oh
my
god.
God.
Damn.
here, I will buy them. Can we maybe grab a few more off of you, too?
We should get a discount on this one. It looks used. Someone licked it.
Poor man.
And this is where all of my characters get tied together. Boom. This looks used. It's been licked.
Why is that just like a common thread through all the fucking characters you have?
I don't know.
Now I'm trying to remember what the
So
fuck
you
Diana
could,
licked.
I mean, to be honest, you could buy pretty much however many you want. He has probably like a couple hundred.
I was thinking enough to make, maybe some drink. And
Alright, I mean, you guys
little
can,
dessert.
I'd say probably like 14 or 15, which at like 2 gold each would probably be like 30 gold.
Between a lot of us, I think we can carry that.
Yeah. I mean, you can, but we can say that Heldo has a little shopping saddle that, or like pack that you put on her.
Love that for her. How many did you say?
Let's go with 15 just to make it a round number. So
15 gold.
30 gold for 15 melons.
Ah,
2 gold each. They're special.
okay.
What about this used one?
But it was in his head. I saw him. He was gonna steal it.
Rowan,
That was
he
3
used
gold.
it.
Ow. Tick, put it back. Put it back. I'm not paying an extra gold because it was in his mouth.
No sampling.
So we ended up with 14 melons. Or we could still do 15 and I'll get a new one.
Let's do 15.
Okay.
Well, it was wonderful to see you.
Was it?
Shut up.
You can come back at night when the moon is out and the melons shine.
Yeah.
Okay, Tig, let's go. I'm gonna grab Tig's hand, and he's gonna hold my hand the whole
Okay.
time.
Okay.
Waiting till he gets that decoy or fucking expedition.
I need to make a shiny on a stick, so I could
On a
just
string?
lead him around. Yeah.
Entertain him for hours.
Just a
Well,
fucking
no, it's
gold
just
carrot.
like so that way I could just like strap it to the, or like hold it so he can walk with the group.
You need somebody to cast a spell on a coin for you, is what you need.
Just get light on a coin. That's literally
No, there's the other one.
Which one?
God, what's it called?
Distort value?
No, it's the other one. Insight Greed.
Oh no!
I was
It makes
thinking
it
just
shiny.
a perma druid craft on it.
Makes it extra shiny.
That's what.
Granted, light on a coin would just be easier, probably. Or light on a coin with a
Light-
hole in it.
Yeah. Just light in general. That or Presto would probably work wonders too.
A wand of light.
Oh God. I'll never put it down.
And we will take this all the way back to the Silver Pint, where our friend Elric is speaking with his wife. Not that one.
I was gonna say. Maybe like the fireplace one, but that one's like quiet as hell.
Yeah, that one's
I
really
like that.
quiet. This one's fine.
Like afternoonish.
Yeah. It's like right after the lunch rush, or like maybe. So, how have things been for 10 years?
Oh, for the last decade. Let me see. My village burnt down. I was a single mother. I thought my husband was dead. Then I come to realize that he just joined a band of fucking idiots that I tracked through hell and back. Had to teach my daughter how to survive in the wild. How to defend herself from bandits and other dastardly bastards. Especially if we're following a fucking war camp. Fought on the front lines for a couple of months. Then I get word that not just that you're alive, but you're in fucking bloody Draketts cause that's shutting its fucking doors.
Yeah. That sounds great. And he just starts sipping at his booze.
And then she'll put a hand on your forearm that you're not drinking with. I never thought I'd see the day I'd see you again. For the longest time, I wanted to rip your fucking spine out of your ass. But now I'm just glad you're alive.
At the very least, we were able to solve the problem over at the cause. So there's that at least. So if it makes you feel any better, I was looking for you as well. I didn't even know you were alive to begin with, and I thought you would be maybe in no good cause, maybe somewhere else. And then I had someone track you down, look for you. Got shoved out the door in no good cause, which I should probably find him at some point.
Yeah, that fucker that smokes a lot.
Yeah, him.
Well, he's the only reason I knew you were alive. Then, of course, your little wizard friend speaking into my brain.
I wonder if she did that with a threat because I beat up Jackal.
Beat up the lad half your age?
Let's just say he's has some problems as well. But yes. And if anything, it was right after we got done going through the temple to Big Green, which is also where we got the door from. Which, now that I think about it, I don't think stealing a stone-jawed door was probably the best move. But we did end up killing like half the council of Draketts because they were tainted by.
Oh, anyone I liked.
Were you a fan of Miriam?
Who the
not
fuck is
Miriam.
a fan of Miriam?
Is that her actual name? Now my brain's being dumb because hold on. I have to
My brain shut down on what it was.
give me 1 minute. I'll go.
I got it right here. Maribeth.
Maribeth, sorry. Alright. Well, we killed Maribeth. We killed old Squeaker.
Oh, Squeaky Man?
He turned into a glass dragon and murdered pretty much all of our party.
Oh, holy shit!
Yep. Let's see.
What is a glass dragon?
It's about as fucking horrible as it sounds. Dragon made of glass. Blew up, almost killed our wizard, who did actually die. I almost died. That was the whole thing when we were just trying to blow up the gate to get into the Golden District. Also, now that we killed Maribeth, hopefully our daughter will, get rid of all Daw's statue, because that kind of got overrun with a flower shop with the forgery. Kind of pissed about that still.
Your Daw hated flowers.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was annoyed by it. Speaking of Daw, he looks at her for a second. What did he say? Because the last thing I remember seeing him was him fighting through the door and just taking any burnt coalition with him.
Well,
And then dying.
if I recall correctly, when I'm in a fight, don't really remember quite as much. I think it was a lot of, fuck you, you dragon fucking bastards. I'll take you to hell with me. And then he killed the good 30 to 40 of them, then as dishonorably as possible got shot from a bush by a crossbow.
Of course he did.
So your boss set the entire village on fire?
Jesus Christ. Also, I don't know if Dad told you about all the Runekeeper bullshit, or at least enough.
Yes, he did. I know about it.
Yeah, that's how I got. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Is that why you carry that big sword around all the time?
That.
Not wanting
And-
to use any of the weapons I made you.
I mean, it's more of an obligation to carry this around because if someone else gets their hands on it, it's essentially our whole heritage, so.
Hey. He
Plus, I
wasn't able to tell me much, Brock. Are you still going with Brock or are you Velgaric again?
It's alright again. That reminds me, I saw, when I had first arrived at 10 Town there was what was it, the Goliath that had actually come into the bar. I don't remember his name at all. This is like session 1, if you remember.
I do. I just saw him. He's still in the 10 town sheet, and roll me a history.
Okay.
Because it was months ago for Elric.
Yeah. Thank God I'm not proficient in this. It would make sense. Yeah, no, he was... Don't remember his name in the slightest, mostly because I was probably drunk when he was talking to me. But he had mentioned something about our old clan. which made me wonder if you were alive.
Oh,
Or maybe-
I'm harder to kill than... Fuck, what's hard to kill?
You're asking me because I've died or been on the
Yeah,
ground.
not you. I was not going to refer myself to you at all. You go down like a sack of shit in every fight.
I mean, I also destroy things. I don't go down.
Oh, yeah, there's a wave of bodies behind you, but then one dude with a fucking hammer hits you on the head and you go down like a ton of bricks.
But the one thing I do remember with all the RuneKeeper bullshit is, at its full potential, the shit is great. But last time I did that, he kind of points at the long kind of lightning-based scar that kind of goes down his arm. That'll happen to my body and probably tear it apart. So for now, most of the runes are kept at a lower frequency so I don't fucking die.
Well, that's probably a good thing. Think you're... After you left, your dad did tell me something, but either I couldn't understand it or it's too hard to hidden from the likes of me. But you ever heard of a rune of death?
Have I?
No.
A rune of death. No. Most of my runes come from other giants. I don't think there are death giants as far as I'm aware. At least I hope there's not. Yeah, I figured there were. Like above table, yeah.
Your dad kept talked just once about it when he was a little distraught that you decided to fuck off. It's actually right before they came for us. He was saying that that's the last one. The last one you need. Need for what? Fuck if I know.
Well, hopefully it doesn't actually kill me. It's insanely powerful and dangerous. Either way.
I don't know. Maybe you should talk to someone smarter than me.
Most of the storm smashers that would even have that heritage are either dead or hidden somewhere. I don't even know where to begin to look. Unless you know someone.
There's that crazy bastard that comes in here all the time.
You don't have to be so mean to Jeff.
Hey. I live here.
I mean, you do. You have also jumped out the window like 3 times despite us having a door.
It's perfect.
I'm not. I rest my case. But, are you referring to the, old man wizard that comes in every now and then?
Well, yeah, there's that guy, and seeing a white kobold grab the king every once in a while. There's that one. Wearing the pointy hat of a wizard, right?
I don't know if Dulciana would know anything about the RuneKeepers. I'll look into it then.
I don't know, just find old people. That's what I do. I'm usually smart, except for that melon guy.
You met Mr. Moonmelon. Yeah, we helped him in the very beginning to do some shit, and then he kind of went a little crazy. One other thing. Since I am still working with these other people, I probably might get called back to the front lines again, so...
Well,
let's get...
I always did say Hildy needed a younger brother. She's gonna grab your arm. We're going. And don't think you're sleeping tonight.
To think my pelvis was going to recover today.
Yours or mine, one of the two. Pendleton said food and water to the room. Elric, there will be other things that you can join in for, but your night is set for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and last but not least, we will head back to Grell's mansion. This meeting is over, so he's probably just fucking milling about, not knowing what to do. And up in the library, and Clifty, you were on your way here already, right?
Yeah, I probably would have came in like right as Jackal left, to be honest.
You probably passed each other, like, so, Jackal, I know I just deleted your token, but you want to put yourself down, like, in the entryway?
Sure.
I'm out there already.
Hold on. Let me just... Yeah, because I usually delete my token if I'm leaving a map, but...
Jack.
I literally had just deleted it off the stairs.
Yeah. 1 second. Just grab my token.
Yeah, Callisti would have said, like, some stuff to Calhoun before leaving, you know, about how it was a wonderful night, and she hopes to do it again.
Okay.
And that's like the amount of time, you know, and then, you know, Callisti's...
Yeah,
Callisti's got short-lived.
Jackal's on his way out. He kind of just sees you walk in. Ah, right. Callisti. Miss Lady Zarevich, Balthazar's wife, wants to speak with you. Something about meeting of arcane minds and the like.
Balthazar's wife's here?
Yes.
Callisti, Calhoun would have actually walked with you, because if you remember last session, she finished the fucking engine.
Oh, yeah. Probably need Ironhell to carry that back with us. This would make it easier.
So you guys, you two walk out, and and Ironheld is standing at the door, and she just like starts from the feet and looks up.
I'm guessing you need help.
Fucking golem. Sorry, Jackal. This is before you. This is when they're leaving the silver.
Oh, okay.
Spoil a war? And that's, as Callisti kind of like scrambles over to the side and is like pulling out a piece of cloth and like covering up an elbow. And that's just a work in progress. And, ta-da.
There's a fucking gold. Can I take it apart?
I'd rather not. Mostly because I'm not entirely sure the core steel, but, you know, Dwarven make. I kind of hope. And Fix did some things, so...
Who's Fix?
Fix? You haven't met Fix?
No.
Goblin about yay tall.
She looks at you and gives you a coy smile. It's the ears, isn't it?
Yeah. Kind of discovering myself, and,
She'll wink and just go, I think I'm going to be a little harder to get than a goblin. But I can already see adjustments I can make to this bad boy.
to that statement, yeah. But I think you're more worth it.
Uh-huh. Now, I guess he could just reach through the window and grab it, and I don't have to get Pendleton to make some sort of fucking contraption to get it down from upstairs.
Yep. Just do a little bit of magic. And there we go. And yep. So yeah, we'll figure out a way to maneuver it out.
Roll me an Arcana check, just for fun. Yeah, I figured. Yeah, you're able to use your deft mastery of Arcana to guide his hand through the window to pick up the engine carefully and pull it through. And now he's just holding it like it's a child he never had.
Oh yeah,
Right.
and Clint will climb up on the shoulder and hold out a hand.
She will take the hand and climb up to the other shoulder, and you will have your iron golem walk through the city of Cravencliff and realize nobody's even batting a fucking eye.
Look at Balthazar. Of course nobody bats an eye at something so mundane. After about the 12th time of Balthazar naked through the streets or the skies, I'm sure this is nothing.
And yeah, so you guys, this is probably when this happens. You guys are in the entryway, and you see Jackal coming out, and now we can have that conversation.
Awesome. So, Jackal, I'll just repeat what he said. Right. Hey, Callisti, Cahoon, right, Callisti. Miss, Balthazar's wife. I'm getting bad with names. She wants to meet you. Something about a meeting of arcane minds. Looks at the engine thing. Do you need help bringing that in?
No, I think we got it.
Great. I'll be on my way. I'll be seeing if I can get some improvement on my gear, and don't know what they're going to do on off time, I guess. Alright, see you at the pint.
Yep, have a good day, Jackal.
Just waves and heads out.
Don't need anybody.
Considering your track record,
I haven't eaten anyone. I mean, I crushed somebody as a whale, but...
You did what?
Oh, I flew... The ceiling was too strong in the castle, so I flew up to the top of it, turned it into a sperm whale, and crushed a dragon. Well, technically it was an image projection of a dragon, but yeah. It really wasn't a dragon, it was... Well, I guess formerly a dragon, now part of an illithid colony. Ugh.
You just said a lot of terrifying words.
I have been within 50 feet of a mind flayer. I'm a little terrified.
She kind of grabs your chin, scritches around. No tentacles.
No, they didn't mess with me. But Jackal got infected because he bit one of them.
He bit a fucking...
Technically it was an infected person, so they got the spores, but... Or spawn? Parasites? I feel like there's an entire classification system I would have to go through to figure out this.
People who choose to do your job are all insane, aren't they?
I feel like knowledge does bring a certain amount of difference from the world.
Right? Don't question it, Calhoun. Doesn't matter.
I'm just saying, a gnome with a lighter is a god to a grung, so...
I made my first lighter when I was 3.
Exactly. It's that perspective difference. I burned my first grung village when I was 10.
Frog legs really that good?
Yeah, it's a little fishy. Takes a
I
lot
always
of
told
work.
they taste like chicken.
The worst part is, even if you cut their heads off, they keep kicking. Ugh. It's like a chicken.
Lovely conversation, ladies, but name and affiliation?
Callisti does Caven. Draketts here to see Dulciana and apparently Von Wizardson's wife. And this is Calhoun engine for Gretch, I think.
I'm looking for Calhoun's last name.
I don't think Calhoun has a last name.
He does not.
On your guys' sheets.
If it's Fizzlebang, I'm gonna lose it.
The question is now, should I change it, or... So I'm not going to.
We leave it to you, buddy.
Calhoun Fizzlebank of the Fizzlebank Corporation. Here for the engine for Gretch. Also of the Silver Pint. Right. Weren't expected for another couple weeks. Little green bastard's going to, let's hope not, blow his top. Alright, you both are clear. The meeting's just getting out, so watch out.
Right, flying axes. Got it.
Just don't get called a heathen.
Oh, he's still here. I heard about him.
Literally never leaves Grell's side.
I think that's safety, isn't it? I heard rumors about him.
Probably.
I heard he called a pack of rats heathens, and they ate him.
I
hate
called the
that.
wall a heathen once, and the wall doesn't exist anymore.
Oh, this is gonna be fun.
God bless Hector.
I think the proper acronym is Dice Curse Hector.
A bit of both. For some reason I imagine the wall crit him. Just trying to...
It did.
When it fell.
Yeah! Like a brick fell off and fucking hit Hector on the head.
He called it a heathen, and then the wall, like, exploded because the Kool-Aid Man burst through.
No, fucking Grell bursted through.
I was about to say, I think that Kool-Aid Man was Grell. And it was a prison wall.
Grell's nickname is the Kool-Aid Man.
No, the cool aid man, and then Grell just wears that as a badge of honor.
Now, Hector, I know that this isn't great, but not everyone that doesn't agree with everything you think is a heathen.
It's been a while. This is true, though, Grell. But at the same time, most of them do seem to be the type to be against us.
Right. But how many times do I need to get the war table replaced? Because there's the little guys that are against us on it, and you think there's heathens, so you blow them up. Those little bastards is expensive, I think.
Are they? I lost count of it already, and I usually do attempt to repair some of those things. Well, that lets you count the times when I use the full power of my wife's divinity and exploded everything at full power, but we're no longer home.
Right. Yeah. Oh, hey, look, it's the, Callister.
Ah, it is Miss Clisty Duskhaven, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, that's it.
Hello, greatest pirate and Hector.
It's Pirate King. Well, I have the fancy chair and the cool cup.
Doesn't greatest actually supersede king?
What?
Well, if you're the greatest pirate, that means you would be better than Pirate King.
But if I was the Pirate King, would that not make me the best pirate?
I feel like you need to think about that a bit.
Oh, not that again.
Nah, he does not need to. He could just be both of them.
Slaps Hector on the pauldron. Yeah, like he said. I don't have to think about it. I have smart people around me.
Clissy's
Yeah,
like, quietly. Okay, logic loops don't work.
I will say this now. Hector does not have a high intelligence either.
Yeah, these are not the two people that should be running a country, but they are.
Oh, they don't.
He's got good people behind him that actually run the country.
Yeah.
So.
Go makes good friends. Right, now let's go see if that leak I made in the leaky cauldron is fixed, and if it's not and I have to leave, we should go to the other place that doesn't care if I break things.
Very well. If anything, with any luck, we can find some of those heathens to smite and deliver divine justice on them.
Well, I mean, you could go do that with the goblins and the bugbears out in the forest with them damn spiders.
Those things are still around.
Yeah, I think they're teaching the little ones how to ride the spiders. Not sure if it's good or bad. I think it's funny.
Spiders explicitly stated that your wife sucks. Didn't you hear it from me?
Run, little one, run.
I'm sorry, what was that again, Miss Duskhaven?
I was telling you that those heathen spiders were saying horrible things about your wife.
Wretched heathens!
There, look at the carpenter.
Just fucking run through the wall.
Let me go upstairs. My ship's up there. No.
Shall I open up Hector's sheet?
Oh dear God.
That's the what's about to happen. Oh,
I
wait.
was gonna.
I don't know if you have access anymore, actually.
No, I don't. I do
I
not.
can give it to you. I don't know why. I have no idea why I would take it away from you.
It's alright, buddy.
I see Callistia inside of the idiots.
She just knows how to fix problems with spiders.
That's not fixing.
Okay,
You just sent another problem through them.
Yeah, I just looked at Hector's sheet again.
Should be able to, yeah.
Yep, now I do. And yes, his intelligence is, not that high. Nor, well,
Worse.
that is true.
How is this man a fucking cleric?
But,
He's
here we
very
go.
wise.
He's very, very pious.
Apparently.
The most pious.
I will just ping this as to what's going to happen to something really poorly done. And then,
The only man more pious believes in Eris, so, you know.
We don't talk about Henry.
He's
and,
a great guy.
the question
We don't
is,
talk about Bruno.
yeah, so you know what? It'll be a wall. And, well, that was gonna be a 9th level. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 8th level. That's because he only has access to, one 8th level spell. But yeah, an 8th level, maxed roll lightning bolt in one direction to a wall.
Oh, damn it! Wait, what? Oh, don't worry. That's just the room that nobody goes into because you told people it was cursed.
Yes. Now, to deal with those wretched heathens. Teach them the error of their ways.
Miss Callisti.
And that's it. That's it for
Did you
Hector.
find your stuff?
I did. And she'll take out a pristine scrying orb.
Oh, that's pretty.
Yes. I'm glad your little statue didn't break it.
It was... That explains a lot about her.
Yes, she seems to have been watching you most of the time you were there.
Well... She was dumb. Really, really dumb.
This is why you never try to cast spells above your level.
I was gonna say she used anti-magic barrier, and then completely forgot that she has, you know, multiple tons of stone above her head as the ceiling. Yeah, it... You ever see someone get crushed by a ceiling? It's a lot of broken
Hundreds of times.
Anyway, I'm glad you found it. I'm also glad that my accuracy is high enough to have missed it intentionally.
I'm glad you didn't get that power word off on your friend.
Oh, yeah. Anyway, I'm glad you got it back. I just suddenly remembered that, and I felt terrible that we weren't able to help you find it. Which sounds like in a weird roundabout way we did, so...
Well, all that happened is that I didn't need to pay you.
Works out for everybody.
Indeed it does.
Do you need something else? I get that feeling.
Eventually. I'll come calling.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes.
Are all of you divination ones just like this?
Most.
'Cause my great aunt is... I mean, not you. You're at that borderline, I'll admit. But my great aunt is extremely grating when she does that.
We do have a way of getting in people's heads. And beyond them.
At least it's not like my sister. Thank you. Glad you
She's
found
better at
things.
getting in people's beds.
Again, things I don't need to hear.
Come along, Grit. We have work to do. Do you flirt with everybody alright? Or is she just like that?
Oh, she's like that. I'm actually really not into her for some reason. I mean, yeah, she's pretty and all, but the divination thing, you just watch as Callisti just kind of like bristles. It's just like my aunt, except for at least she doesn't have the horrible snake eyes.
Right.
Oh.
Just fox ones.
Yeah, which are perfectly fine. They're not cold and predatory.
You do? Nope, foxes are... Never mind.
Okay. My great aunt's a Yanti.
Ugh.
She's literally a snake woman, you know? So, kind of... Yeah, anyway.
Gretch, I fixed your stupid fucking rocket. Where's my money?
I like her. Hi.
Felicity, hello. It's good to see you. And she'll run up and hug you, and it's very cold.
Cold.
Sorry.
It's actually kind of refreshing. I've missed you.
I'm glad it... please tell me Reason didn't make too much of a mess.
He pissed off the entire nobility that remained of Novid Cause by punching a hole through the mountain, but...
He shot the God Mountain.
Yeah,
I told him specifically to not do that or aim for the door. Did he shoot the door?
no. I told him to shoot the door.
Walk it in, Fangs. Always giving me migraines.
He shot in at a 14 or a 45 degree angle, approximately this, so he said it was so nobody could escape.
Great, no rain's gonna get in.
Yeah. But I think it's also another matter that it's not going to matter that much, being that there's a steel dragon that's probably already patched that hole entirely.
What? Where?
So do you want the long version of everything that's happened over the last 2.5 months, or the short?
Raina, wine. A lot. Of
And
wine.
tea. We're gonna need both.
You know what?
Coffee.
Go get Sebastian. Bring him in here. Fine. Whatever.
Thank you. It was a lot. You know, we were going out to find Sir Pendleton's Dulcet and acquire alcohol, and yeah, so Nobred Cause was the back front.
Right. Yes. It's this will be. You've gotten a couple spells from her. Actually, spent quite a bit of time with her. Trinity, Fawn Wizardson. Right. It seems that your little jaunt took quite a bit more time than it was supposed to. And she holds out a crystalline wine glass and kind of points it towards the floating orb. And you see a small tendril reach out and fill the cup. Thank you, Sebastian.
He only does wine, doesn't he? I need coffee. Oh well, wine's fine. Thank you, Sebastian. So, since 3 of you are here, who else has good research on Illithid?
Illithid.
Mind players? Identical faces?
Yes, I know. I'm just racking my brain about it. They're a strange species. Not many books are written about them because not many people who see them live. But I do know quite a bit of the known knowledge. Why?
Well, she kind of thinks about it for a moment, thinks about it. The Dusk Havens have a history with a certain Illithid, known as Colossus. He has taken things from my family, which reminds me I need to go get a book from a certain temple who stole it from me. At least I think we did. Didn't check it out. Anyway, sorry, I died too. I forgot to mention that was by the weird white patch. So he's been bothering us. He was creating mutated trolls that were immune to acid damage, but not to other elementals, so that was quite a thing, and then some kind of horrifying demon troll, but we killed that thing pretty easily by dropping it from considerable distance as a sheep. That was all before we were just to get the Dulcet back, because he was attacking the centaur folk of Mornrunhaven and had infected many of their numbers. And then after that, we made it to Nobred Cause, and we were just doing a few simple things, ended up clear down in the temple that is protected by Big Green, who's actually a pet of someone. That's probably not more information that I should be talking about. Who helped us to stop somewhat a pretty big portion of the invasion. However, it was then discovered that many of the council of Nobred Cause had willfully decided to jump ship to the other team. Dirtbeard was transformed into some kind of brown or glass dragon, which we defeated. The Brewin matriarch.
Did you say brown dragon?
I believe so. It was
And
sand
the name
colored.
Kalas Kalar means something to you then?
That's exactly who I mentioned.
Yes. He's been, and with all you have said, he's been a known thorn in our sides for quite some time. And it seems like he's picked you as his next rival.
Apparently he's done that throughout a significant amount of history in my family.
Yes, he does have a penchant for picking a Duskhaven. Not really sure why, but does not like your sect or family.
My understanding is a considerable amount of information was absconded with by him. Which leads me to believe that it's because he needs more information, he's not capable of developing it himself. While we did not interact with him at No Bird Cause, but we did at Mornrunhaven, we also fought in Projection of the Purple Dragon, which is not actually a Purple Dragon, it's an Elder Brain Dragon.
Oh. I will notify Miser after our little meeting here about that. That might save him some grief.
We heard he's fighting a good fight down there, but as possibly the refugees may have said, and some other allies we made amongst the Drow, they're not doing well.
He is holding, but yes, he has lost a good section of his territory. His fortifications are quite thorough, and not to say any credit against himself, but him and his family are quite the warriors. Not his birth family, his chosen family be that. And with the knowledge that he's going up against a purple dragon, might save some time.
And in Stonejaw, he was killed during a raid for the weaponry by another group, so... and the old king has been turned into a halfling, leaving Ardos as the ruling king, but you probably know that.
I know this being king is a boon to us. His father, no matter how good of a warrior he was not the greatest tactician. And with Arianos being as green as he is, might actually take advice from people who know about tactics.
Oh, he's a very impressionable and very understanding of people who can understand, of experience. Very receptive to those ideas. Father was the one that was always very complaining about blowing up entire sections of the city.
Yes, with them old habits die hard, but that's not really the reason we called this meeting. Your family, as it is known throughout the realms, is one of the biggest magical sources in the north.
Yeah. What's going on? Because I was actually thinking this was about the prophecy, and you guys were actually going to finally come out about all that.
What?
Felicity reaches into her hat, pulls out the piece of paper. Well, I figured that you said you had a time traveler in the basement, so you probably already knew. Meaning that this section here refers to Elric, and this section here refers to Jackal.
Yes, the problem with this is that it's worded completely differently than the divinations we've had.
Okay.
The divinations we've had said that the dispute between those two would end up destroying Draketts, and obviously that didn't happen.
It almost did. If they hadn't been able to pull themselves together, I think it probably could have. Because Jackal's been weird-er than usual. Ever since we got there, the more he's delved into the book. Which makes me wonder why he brought it back still. But I'm getting off topic. What about my family?
Well, we are still planning on going through the Umbran Forest to get to the front line, but we're just still confused on why they won't aid in the war. They're still keeping to their contracts that they made before it, but as soon as the war started, no new contracts have come out of the Umbran Forest.
I know for a fact at least 3 of my family members are on the front line as we speak. Or at least that's what I've been told. But I keep having this feeling something's wrong.
Well, Felicity, dear, if you hear anything, please, if you deem it necessary, let us know. I know the Duskhavens love their secrets, and I won't try to make you go against your family.
I do know one thing. If the war is encroaching on the forest itself, our home, we will fight. But she pulls out a map. It would have to encroach at least this far in before that kicks in. But she draws like a line through it.
And that's the sad part, because we have hundreds of thousands of civilians that live between the front lines currently and there. If it makes it there, half our fighting force must have been destroyed by that point. And their necromancers will raise them and throw them against us.
That is... I mean, Granny would probably get raised to, or do that first, so, that would trigger that. Huh.
Yeah, so you see the cascade I'm speaking of. Even if they join at this point, it's already too late.
Potentially. I mean, it depends on if... Well, I mean... I don't know how long ago Granny actually set down that cemetery line. Or if Aunt to take care of it. She was supposed to be constantly planting more and more bodies there afterwards. Huh. I'm guessing you're asking me to go home.
No, absolutely not. I'm just...
So that's where I'm headed. I'm not gonna lie. I have some things to
Oh,
try
good.
and then I was going to head that way because, like I said, there's a gut feeling that just something isn't right. I don't like it.
Well, from what we've been able to decipher from our diviners, the next portion of the prophecy has to either deal with... It's definitely a forest, but we can't tell if it is the Umbran or the Great Forest with the World Tree.
Well, one sounds absolutely terrible to have happen, and the other one is absolutely terrible to have happen as well, so... Yeah. Anyway, so... As the dwarves do march, just to let you know, there is a steel dragon that's going to be with them. That's... Who also solved Drake's problem, if you hadn't realized.
Yes, I've seen that little white bastard flying around again. It's the worst tiffs with Jeremiah.
I still want to know how he got over it, or she did it, because... I was informed as to what the cause, and that was why we couldn't answer it. I think I messaged you, or sent it on yet. Yeah. I'm sorry, I seem anxious and stuff. I've had a lot of stuff piled on me about... You know, let's be honest, like prophecy, things like that. I honestly don't know where to go from here.
Well, Callisti, how about you go home? Take a night off. Take a couple of weeks off. You've been traveling for months. I'm sure that you and your friends could use at least a few weeks, if not months.
Actually, we only traveled for a couple of weeks, or for about equivalency of what, a week and 3 days. The rest of it was entirely embroiled in a war.
As you've just stated what I'm saying, wars break people, and we would not like to see you or any of your friends broken like that. That poor jackal boy is standing on a thread as it is. Even Reyna scares him. Hey.
There's something going on with him, and whatever's in that book, I'm still trying to figure out who it is, what he is. Best I can come up with is he's a necromancer from the Wizard War era, maybe older. But I'm worried the Jackal's a phylactery.
Well, living phylacteries are incredibly hard to make, but they can be done.
Yeah, I mean, if you just start the basic seeds when you're alive, begin the curse process, and allow it to gestate for a few generations, you might end up a jackal. If he is.
Well, let me see what I can do about getting you all over to the Sea Rift. It is beautiful this time of year, and I believe the amusement park is fully set up now.
Yeah, well, that might be good for them. Like I said, that gnawing at my gut tells me I need to head home sooner, maybe. But I do have some other things I need to deal with here in Cravencliff. I need to go talk to the street gang. I guess that's what you call them, mercenaries?
Mercs or bands, just depends on how they act in accordance.
It's the one that drinks soy sauce.
Oh, him.
How does kidneys work?
You're the tabaxi, I thought you would know.
No! I mean, granted, we are the developers of soy sauce to go on fish, but I've never, ever seen anybody drink soy sauce like that, unless it was an intimidation. My mother would be really really scary when she wants to be.
Your entire family fucking terrifies me, and I'm an ancient wizard. Probably because I'm an ancient wizard, actually.
I mean, my grandmother's 800, or 300, so I mean, I couldn't imagine if she was 800. All those poor people.
But yes, and at this point it'll kind of dissolve into more pleasant conversations while you all sit around and do nerdy wizard shit.
Because after a bit, I would cast Ascending to Mittens. Hi, this is Callisti. We met a couple months ago. Are you guys still in Cravencliff? I'd like to meet and talk with you all.
Wait. Shall I do this, Jeebus? As she's contacting
no.
her? Oh, okay.
Mittens, you only get Iron Ball.
Yeah, perfect.
Yes. Young Callisti. We are in Cravencliff. Where would you like to meet and when?
She'll cast again. I can either meet you in the bar we first met at, or drinks are on me at the Silver Pint. Tonight. Anytime.
A silver pint. Please stock up on soy sauce. Iron Ball gets testy.
Do it again.
And if you could have a fish meal on hand, it'd be wonderful.
And I think her final sending will be... Yep, because that would be it. It would be to Pendleton. Pendleton, or at least 70 pounds of fish, and at least two full tuna. Best quality. Or sashimi.
Miss Callisti, you know I only buy the best of quality. I will hunt these tuna myself.
Then Elric just sees fucking Pendleton get up with the fucking fist, the gun.
Yeah, he reaches out the bar, pulls out a harpoon, and then just like runs out.
No. He doesn't pull up a harpoon. He like switches out his hand and puts a harpoon gun on his hand.
No, his forearm flips down, and you just see a 6-shot harpoon minigun.
Oh
What the
my
fuck
god!
is happening?
I'm going fishing.
What
Puts
the
on a
fuck
hat.
just happened?
Yeah. Some of those bucket flop fishing hats with lures on it.
It's only a tiny one though. It like kind of like the.
Yep.
Oh dear God.
All right, and mid to late afternoon, you all end up back at the Silver Pint. Jekyll, we can talk about what the upgrades that you want to try to find off session, because shopping sessions tend to take 1,000 years.
Not a problem. If anything else, I'll probably just hold myself up in my... actually, no, I'll roll a d4 for this. He might just hang out with Ari for a bit.
All right, yeah.
But
You find her.
he's definitely...
You see her at a weapons vendor, looking at different long rifles and kind of getting disgusted by them. But then she finds a pair of twinned curved swords and starts swinging them around like, ooh.
Oh God.
Oh dear. But yeah, Jackal's main objective is just not to return to the Silver Pint anytime soon, since he's pretty much done with all he can, and
I have.
his... I was gonna say, his main goal is just to use whatever excuse he can to delay from going to the Silver Pint and comes back home to rest. Or dinner.
Only two
Okay, yeah. So you'll probably be the last one to show up.
Yeah.
Jeebus. I know it's probably us getting back together. And, Elric probably would want to go see, like, you know, RP. You know, I'll be back in a bit. I'll probably take your word and try to go to the council building and see if Dulciana's there. I had something on my mind that I saw that she might be able to shed some light on. If you don't mind, he looks at Bryn.
Just throw that token.
I'll be back before dinner and all that.
Fucking better be.
He just takes the ale mug with him and just walks out the door.
You have pants on.
Yes, why the fuck would I walk down with no pants on? Elric's... Wait,
Balthazar rarely does.
I forgot my belt.
Make sure you have the right one.
So what I imagine is Elric's walking and he just fucking sees Hector and Grill sprinting.
Yeah, you just see this a wall blacked out, and Hector and Krell jump through the second story for no reason.
You know, I feel them on like some level, but at the same time, fucking why? And he just keeps walking.
And there is walking past you is a dwarf with a bunch of wooden boards.
Do I know this one?
No.
Oh, okay. Oh, it's
Just
just random.
dwarf.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Probably the one that has to be on staff at all times.
Hey, that's what we like to call in the business job security.
Yeah, that has probably the most secure job.
Thank God. I guess I'll head in. Would I? I guess I'd come in this way. So.
Yeah, that's the front door.
Oh shit! I forgot I have to duck a little bit.
Name and affiliation.
Oh, hello again. I'm pretty sure you know me, so I'm not even. Do I have to
say it out
loud? Forget his name. Fucking, I remember I named this guy, and I annoyed the shit out of him. Elric Storm Smasher with the Draketts and the Silver Pine.
God. Should I just be expecting the rest of you all to fucking show up too? Third one today.
Third? Well, I could assume Callisti Jackal came by. Oh wait, the library, duh. I don't know if Ronan Zephyr would come through here. Probably not. Baron Roach. God, I fucking... The man I annoyed into literally existing.
Oh, Elric, good to see you.
Is, Dulciana busy at the moment?
Oh, yeah, she should just be the main hall. She has shorter legs than I do. I'm not sure if she's actually doing anything or going to go try to repair the wall with ice.
You mean the one that Grell and Hector just ran through?
Yes, that one. Ruined the mood. Now I am going to go grab a drink somewhere else and wonder where my husband left with my home.
Wait, he left with your home? You have to keep in mind, Elric has never seen the home yet. Or has, but he doesn't remember Tagala.
Yes, him and the kids took Jeremiah for a walk.
They took your house for a walk? You know, considering that man sold our wizard a very upset flying broom, that doesn't surprise me.
Well, tell her to sweep something with it. It's a broom, for God's sakes.
But it also flies. It can sweep the air. Either way. I'm sorry for taking up your time.
Don't turn him into a tiny elephant. Don't turn him into a tiny elephant.
How Elric pisses off every spellcaster he talks to. That technically includes Jackal, too. Oh, Miss Dulciana.
Ah, Elric. It's good to see you. And she jumps up into your arms, trying to hug you, but obviously can't.
Thank you. Is there somewhere private I could talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, I think the meeting room's open if you want to go talk.
Sure. And
The girl did something stupid.
no, for once, there are two things on my mind that I think you can help me with.
Wow, you made
Hopefully.
it too.
Are you usually this arrogant to people that can swing swords?
I usually this arrogant people who could turn you into an icicle.
I've already fought Jackal, so I'll say about 50-50.
Jackal can't turn you into an icicle.
Yes, but Callisti can. As he just closes the door behind him.
I'm sure there's still some notable bite marks on his neck somewhere.
Yeah.
She crawls up into Grell's gigantic chair.
I hate that image, but it's so great. Alright. Two things. Firstly, how familiar are you with general rune magic?
I know the rune of ice, obviously, kind of attuned to it, but I do know some bits of the deeper runes. There are several books in Giant.
I may have to look into this then. Are you aware of something called the Rune of Death?
Well, now I know why you wanted to close the room. Where did you learn about that?
I'm going to tell you something that not many people outside of my family know. Are you familiar with what the Runekeeper is?
No.
A Runekeeper was a descendant of Special Goliath that stole every rune design from the Giants and then used them to forge different weapons from them. That being my clan, the Storm Smashers, before they were, let's just say, eviscerated, wiped off the map. I am the last of my kind, the Runekeeper, and Graham kind of points out the room bears some of these sigils. Some are activated, some are not currently. And how I had heard about it is apparently my father had heard wind of it. Meaning it's easy
Well,
to rune. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
in the old stories that I've heard, the Rune of Death is one of the very few things that can actually kill a god.
Oh. Huh. How ancient are we talking? Is this on the same level of, what the hell? That's one word that if you whisper it just kills someone?
It's as old as wait, much before Jordoba. If I know my history is right, ours is a rather young world, and the Death Giants, as they are known, are from somewhere else. We would know them as Soul Giants, but they aren't something you just go and hunt.
Can I ask why? Outside of probably the obvious.
Well, if you own a soul, getting within about 50 feet of one is near instant death, usually.
You know, this kind of brings me back to my next point that I wanted to make, since we're talking about souls. A little bit, anyway. Are you familiar with a funny-looking buff chest mimic that walks around?
No, Klaus.
Yes. Do you know who owns him, or who he works with?
Yes. He is a good friend of Mr. Eris Kanath.
Does Eris know, or this Mr. Kanath, I guess, know a giant, willow-looking devil?
Well, we always knew Mr. Kanath was a bit on the darker side of things, but he really didn't dispose that kind of information to us.
Because when we were in Novert's cause, or after I had finished, I had killed the Purple Knight, and Klaus, sitting on somewhere, was making a money symbol to a very hollowed-looking demon, soulless almost, and 4 weird-looking elemental creatures.
Well, most likely that giant demon thing owed him money. Klaus doesn't really care who he makes deals with, as long as they bring him the shiniest spoon they find. For some reason, he has a really big thing for spoons.
Should we be worried about this devil as well? I don't know magic or those realms enough to know fear, but if he'd made a deal with a Purple Dragon Knight, I don't think that's great.
Well, he may have made the deal with that devil, yes. But in the end, his Lord will only be able to resurrect a goo puddle, if anything. Even if he can get past whatever level of hell is on. So, maybe in the long run it was a good thing he made that deal. Yes, he probably destroyed a bigger section of Nograt cause than he originally could have. But in the end, he can do no more harm.
I also have another question. Are devils usually landlocked to hell? Like, we don't have to worry about them just walking above?
Depends on their power, usually, or if they have someone to summon them. But usually those take quite large rituals.
One last thing, because I know I'd rather keep this between us. Do you have the spell, I don't know if it would count as to locate him? Klaus being, because I don't even know if he's still on this plane or back with that other thing.
Locating Klaus has always been quite difficult.
If I throw money in the air, will he come?
Possibly.
I feel like I'll also look like an idiot doing it, so probably at least for now.
Most likely.
If I hit a spoon, throw a spoon in the air, will he come?
Depends on the worth of the spoon.
I guess I'm going to the forge at some point. Just gonna make a giant ass spoon. Either way, I do appreciate at least the information on the death rate.
Yes, I could put in some research to try to find a soul giant for you, but I would have no idea what rune it would be if you would have it, or how you obtain them.
Usually we just stole them, so even knowing where one could be would at least be beneficial, though I don't know how to fight one of those things if I want to keep my soul intact.
Yes, that is the large issue. I could talk to a few contacts I have, and, well, you do have a Dust Caven in your party, and I believe her grandmother is a large proponent of different types of soul magic.
Yeah, just a warning. They may try to kill me if I show up, considering I hit Callisti with the Great Sword. They're almost dead.
Well, here's hoping.
I'm slowly learning that just swinging things at magic users isn't really effective anymore.
Tends
No,
to
I have.
come with repercussions.
I'm going to die if I go in there. More than likely, if I even enter the Ember Woods or Ember Forests, I have a feeling. Though I did have an emotional moment for about 5 seconds of trying to help her cope with trauma, considering I have before.
Well,
Yeah.
like I said, here's hoping.
This is like the double-edged sword of, I hit her, but then I also helped her through things, so we'll see how it goes. Lady of Death, the necromantic band? God damn it.
Oh, thank you for bringing this to me. I will, I'll do what I can to see if I can look into more of this, death rune for you. But as I said, it is completely ancient magic. So I'm going to have to find a really old book.
One other thing, actually. Have you seen any other, there was an older Goliath running around Tent Town. I don't know if he was Storm Smasher affiliated or not. I don't know if you would even know his name. Hell, if I can even remember it. It's somewhere in my head. But probably just buried behind drunk, so... Do I even remember what he looks like at all? I guess not, because I'm so shit.
You rolled a 1.
Yeah. I'm really sorry I can't give you much more. I was drunk. I don't remember fuck all.
She will, kind of crawl up onto the table and stand on it and put a hand on your shoulder. You do know who my king is, right? I can deal with drunken information.
It was... Oh, God. All I see is fuck
At least
game.
you had a gender and a race. Usually better than some fuck ass.
Or heathen.
Or heathen.
Well, thank you either way. If you find anything before I head out, please.
So,
let
any
me know.
particular reason we're searching for this gentleman?
He seemed to know about my old clan, which I thought was eviscerated outside of me, and I guess my wife and my child as well. Which worries me that, or makes me wonder if there are other of my kin around, just gathered through the wind due to the Birth Coalition.
Yes, well. Every time you all come back here, I have a lot more research to do. But, that's not a bad thing. It keeps me busy.
Well, better than just casting Lesser Resto on Grell every time he comes back drunk.
I don't have that spell for a particular reason. He gets to deal with his hangovers. Which usually just means draining Sebastian.
God bless that wine weird. I hope he sees a happy life.
Wine weirds are built to be drunk. But usually they try to consume the drinker as they finished, but Sebastian seems to like Corel.
Again, I thank you for your time.
And I thank you for your contributions that you've done.
Think nothing of it. Novert Cause was my home to begin with. Dealing with pests that needed to be routed isn't doing any harm and just helping everyone in the long run anyway. Plus, my home got turned into a fucking flower shop, so someone had to die.
Silver Pine does have a beautiful garden.
That I don't mind. If you live or were born and raised on the forge of your father's making, and you watch someone just turn it into a flower shop to spite you, that normally pisses you off. He'll just leave on that note.
Big men and the big swords. Hello, Elric.
Hello, Purple.
Break any laws today?
Not today. One thing I do have a question on, just to help a little bit. Would you mind, I say scaring, but I know scaring for you means literally hurting someone. So, could you frighten Jeff a little bit so he doesn't blow all his paycheck every time he gets it?
I will find this Jeff and hit him with flail.
No, let's not do that. Do you have any lesser things that wouldn't involve pain?
I have smaller flail.
Do you have like a flail with a rubber end attached to it, and you can just hit them with that?
Torture flail.
That'll work. Maybe like 2 hits.
5.
3.
12.
5 it is.
17, and I hit you too.
Just out of a bug table, is that torture flail just like the fucking torture paddle but a flail?
No.
Yeah.
Fucking love that, actually. So glad I made that fucking item.
It's a fantastic item. Alright, does anybody else have anything they want to do?
I suppose upon return, yeah, that's it.
I want to find out about my dad.
Okay.
I
That'll
just
be at the Silver Pine.
I just wanted to make some fun drinks and maybe some moon melon rations for the sake of it,
Alright, this
Oh,
smells like
speaking.
and
I
maybe
said,
give.
speaking of Dad, I'll send a letter to mine.
just type it up and let me see what it says. You don't have to do it right now. I live with you.
But you will have to read it in front of the class.
Yeah, please. We would all like
Damn
to know.
it!
When you threaten the substitute teacher, or when you threaten the teacher.
It's the only way to threaten a teacher.
Yeah.
It's not
Is
here.
by threatening to make me do work.
Acting like teachers actually do. No, never mind. That's mean. Mean to the whole schooling system.
Hildy, why you smell like pigs?
Alright, do you guys have to explain that to Bryn?
Is she answering?
No, she doesn't
No.
answer. Oh, that's the problem.
Well, we took Helno to the farm that she lived on before she was with us, and there were some very cute animals there that she enjoyed.
Ah, yes. Little one has always liked small animals.
Not just small animals, though.
Please
Yeah.
tell me she wasn't racing the horses again. She.
I mean, yes.
Hildy's like nodding. Did you win? She nods again. That's my girl.
A little more than racing, though, I think.
She
I
really
think-
would have liked the centaurs.
Lizzie, as you say that, there's just you just hear the snap of her neck towards you as those big pink eyes get even larger.
They're very awkward when they're young.
God. I guess Elric will get back first since Jackal's trying to avoid getting back till dinner.
Yeah, probably.
Yep.
Because Sir Pendleton isn't even back yet.
You're just later because of the hip pain.
God damn it, I hate walking with a limp. Now I'm going to walk with 2 of them. Oh. God, it's going to be weird. Glissy, I have a question.
Yes, I do have some knowledge of how to alchemically heal that.
No, I don't give a shit about that. That'll heal over time, and it's more of like a battle wound, just in the bedroom.
I'm not doing that.
My question is, do you have if I make a spoon, do you have a way that you can magically track it? Or enchant it to be trackable?
That is a very specific question,
There's a reason.
and I'm hoping there is a lot of answering as to why that would waste a spell on a spoon. And the answer is not right currently.
Well, then I'll get working on the spoon and the forge later.
Which, since everybody but Jackal, which I figure is probably going to disappear any day now, I'm going to stick around for a couple of days, and then I'm heading home. You're welcome to come with me. All of you. Except for the bar people. I mean, you're paid to stay here.
Am I going to be threatened if I go?
I can't say you're not going to be threatened.
No, I'm threatened anywhere I go anyway. So fuck it.
I guess the question is what do you consider threatened?
I feel like your family, just them talking to me, is probably threatening.
Well, I mean, you are above that height, so those 12 are at least going to try and jump your bones.
Why the
Brownie's probably going to want you for your bones after she tries to jump you for them.
I'd be very intrigued to see where you grew up.
I hope to God I don't die where she grew up.
All I'm going to say is if they hand you something that looks like coffee, but doesn't or smells way too much better than coffee, don't drink it.
I'd like to point out that I don't drink coffee in the morning.
You're not ready for it. Felicity's like dead staring at you like, you're not ready for it.
I mean, what's the worst that can happen? My soul leaves my body and then I just get stuck somewhere as my body becomes a puppet?
Elric, you know how you have a tolerance for alcohol?
Normally.
You don't have a tolerance for coffee.
No, I just don't give a shit about it.
Jeff, shh, back there.
Jeff,
Hey!
don't freak out. Parable's gonna be here in about 5 minutes. That's my boy.
Excuse me.
No. I'm just gonna grab him before I go.
Roll a fucking athletics check.
Hoping we've had those enchanted, where like he jumps out the window
Yeah.
and like seconds later there's like a little tone and then just the window comes back together.
No. Alric immediately, like, as soon as he said it, he gets ready, just sticks out his hand. No.
Bro, this is my only vest.
I know.
Take it off.
What?
No. Felicity, it's fine.
It's your only vest. You should probably take it off before he gets here.
He's not going to kill you. He's just going to hit you 17 times.
Wait, why is
What'd I
Pearl
do?
moving again?
Don't worry about it.
Elric, what are you doing to our employees? This is not a healthy work environment if you're going to have people coming and beating up our employees.
I thought employees got paid.
You do get
In
paid.
turn.
Yeah. Glissy actually like reaches over to, or looks at Calhoun and grabs a book and goes, Jeff, you have made this many thousand gold. You have been paid. The problem is your tab is in excess of this.
In other words, we're just going to have someone set you straight. And don't worry, he's going to hit you with the rubber flail. Which will hurt, but then it will be healed. So your blood won't get everywhere.
So in
So he
actuality, you've just been working for Room and Board at this point.
And you seem pretty bored.
Granted, he has stimulated the economy this far, considerably.
I've made a lot of friends, alright? Most of this town knows who I am.
I know. I just want to lower some of your spending habits so you actually have money to spend it on that isn't drinking and gambling.
What else do you spend money on?
You know, clothes.
Food, clothes, your own room and board. It's
I'd like
yours.
Girlfriends, boyfriends.
Slime friends. We don't talk about slime friends.
Most of my money goes to my friends. Usually because I owe them.
And that's did you not think Big Green wasn't a slime friend?
No, Big Rain was a pet. I meant like actual like plasmids.
Yeah, I'm seeing a few in the mines. They're really weird.
You mean Bucket Girl?
Yeah. Felicity has like the big eye thing going.
Yeah, it's just like little girl that lives in a bucket.
That sounds very unhealthy.
I thought it was
actually.
just a fairy tale.
Fairies don't have tails.
Well, actually about 30 different
As he says that, I would... Parabol just walks through the door. Hold on. That was...
Fairies also wear boots sometimes.
Oh, there he is. Right on time. I'm surprised he actually was walking slower, but I guess you had to find the torture paddle. Or the torture flail.
Herbal always has all flails on him at all times. Wants to let the tattoo man brew.
Why do I feel like it's like a weird, like, rubber hammer, you know, like the
Like a rubber mallet?
not the rubber mallet, the Japanese, you know, squishy ones, the
Oh, like those... I feel like it's that, but it's like, there's like small metal pieces that weigh it down to make it actually hurt.
yeah, and it says like, but it also says like in big letters, pain. It's like just overly comical. It's bright yellow, and green.
I don't know if Parable would carry something that looked that comical because of the seriousness of it.
He absolutely would. If it's a stick and a chain that's attached or something, he'll carry it.
The real question is, how many pairs of nunchucks does he own?
All right, Jeff. I'm going to sit you right here. And we're
Why would
going
I
to-
have nunchucks when you can have stick?
Because a nunchuck is just a type of flail.
It's a shitty flail.
All right, Jeff. This is for your betterment to hopefully stop spending money. I hope you don't mind 17 hits. You probably will.
I feel like this is bad for morale. Employees, look the other way, please.
Aaron just looks at you. He's really had this coming.
I'm just trying to be a
I
good
think this
boss.
is the correct way for morale. It's basically disciplining a horrible employee.
Jeff has brought both business to our bar. I mean, this is...
Jeff is
Yeah.
like the biggest reason you guys are the second biggest bar in town.
Yes, but at the same time, he's also the biggest reason why he doesn't have his own too.
That's not our problem. Jeff is a grown man.
Exactly. And Elric, I think this is Elric, like, because he hasn't ever been a father, he's trying to discipline him, but it's just embarrassing him in front of people while they watch him get fucking beat by a flail. Alright, Jeff, just count to 17, and it'll be over quickly. Hopefully.
One, wham. One, wham.
Oh no.
Thank you,
Good question.
Parable. After the 17th?
Hell, wham.
The question is, did Rowan teach Tick how to count to 17 now?
No.
No. Not from this.
He gets three.
Still working on 4.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
I just imagine, like, trying, and Tick is just sitting there like, eh.
See you, Jeff.
Jeff looks over to Tick. Please say something bigger than 3. One.
He starts singing that stupid dog song, and he just keeps going, 1 man, woof. 2 men, woof. And he just
One.
keeps singing, and then he'll mess up. He goes, whoop.
Why did you teach Tick? Never mind.
It's because it makes him be patient when he has to go potty.
I imagine as, like, Elric's just, like, he's talking casually as he's holding down Jeff, getting beat.
They're terrible people.
In all honesty, those will heal, I'm pretty sure, considering that's the torture flail.
So glad Jackal's not in on this whole thing.
Just
Oh,
bruises and say pain and suffering on them.
pretty much. They're like small tattoos.
You hear dripping water before he enters, and you just see Sir Pendleton with 2 gigantic tunas over each shoulder.
What the fuck?
Sir Pendleton, could you please stop hitting my employee?
To be fair, Sir Pendleton, I asked for him to be hit.
Well, switch over to my employer, Sir Pendleton. Ophelia, have you ever made something called sumchi?
Oh my god.
Oh my god, do I have to go teach them how to cook?
Probably
I got it.
Oh,
I'm going to say we have a literal chef on board.
I was hoping for sashimi. Thank you.
Yes. Miss Callisti wanted shishimi.
Kitchen.
You see that Ophelia is, let's just do a roll. Why not do a roll? Yeah, it's a little big for her. She's kind of weak. So she's having some issues with, just getting the meat off the tuna. And trying to work around the 6 harpoons in each.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna help as best I can.
All right, roll a chef's tools at advantage.
Oh, an advantage, boy.
She's a good chef. She just is trying to maneuver.
Small.
You're having about as many issues, actually.
Between the 2 of us.
But between the 2 of you, you do get most of the meat off, and the fish are getting prepared. While she begins to make the rice, you begin cutting it up, and just on cue, after hitting Elric a few times, Pebble will leave without saying a fucking word.
Yeah, kind of figured the last couple were coming for trying to negotiate more. Or less.
Why is Cass so big?
This is a big boy. For a shadow.
I think you just didn't shrink them down.
I didn't.
Yeah.
Okay, I shrunk some of them, but not all of them.
Only 2, I guess. Yep, only 2. And I guess Iron Ball was already shrunk, because I'm pretty sure Miser did.
Yeah.
Alright, Jeff, you're free
Actually,
to
that
go.
one actually is normal sized.
Have fun. I hope that taught you a valuable lesson.
I'm not
Yep.
sure what I was supposed to learn, but I think it got knocked out of my head in the way. I need to go to town.
I think we're missing mittens.
Miss Mittens? Ah, yes. Hello, Aaron. I believe we are expected.
They're my guests for the night.
Yes. Let me get the short table out. Drake will move over, and this table will literally, like, sink down to fit a smaller group.
You're welcome to join me, Callahan, but this could be awkward because family stuff.
Yeah, Iron Ball will just make sure everyone else sits first before he does.
Zoom in on the alley cats. As Jeff just like pulls up a chair. Bro, I'm teaching you how to count. Oh god. Whichever one's gonna help me tonight. Probably Bacchus. I've learned nothing.
Jeff, who's Bacchus?
He's the god of booze.
And debauchery.
Wait, was he a fat guy? Drank a lot?
Yeah?
I think I met him.
Fuck you.
It was great. He gave me a drink, and then I drank it, and it didn't work.
So I guess I'll be Iron Ball. Thankfully, I had to make sure I threw Jackal out for a little bit.
So, the reason I asked for you all to come here is, so apparently Allie was my father.
Original daughter of King Ali. He wasn't really a king, but he did bring us all together.
Yes.
My mother never really talked about him. So, can you guys tell me?
Oh, as for all alley cats, especially those of us that lived in the south, we weren't deemed... Tabaxis down there aren't deemed people, you know? Kenku, like our friend Beck over there. So, we, tended to live, well, in the alleys. And what your father did was bring us all together and teach us the ways of how to survive in that kind of environment. He was a large proponent on the seedier dispositions of people. Tended to gamble and drink quite a lot, but he always knew how to have a good time. And as fortune would have it, he met me first, and when young Iron Paul there was just a kitten. The three of us, put together a little bit of a band, as you say. And he gestures around the table. All of us came from nothing. But Abby, he did have a dream. It wasn't a large one, mind you. It was just to be able to own his own place. Own a home. And as fortune would take it, I found a magical book one day and found the disguise spell, so would every morning disguise him as a humanoid of the era, and we would go around and either swindle our way to get into somebody's pockets, or young Takes over there would just do what her namesake says. Those are what I call the good old days. Then Iron Paul got... what is it? Catnapped into the army? Or did you go willingly?
You know full well it was those slavers that tried to capture me and send me to the arena.
Ah, yes, and that is the arena that Sir Purple decided to test his mettle in one day.
I was lucky, but I would make the same choice. Stay back and make sure you, Allie, and others leave first. But I hold no love for the South.
Yes, and when we learned that there was a ship heading north, we hopped on the first one, but at that point, Ellie was too sick. Used the last of our funds to buy purchase tickets for all of us. And just 2 nights after, whatever disease he had took him.
If only we had hit the Yellow Dragon ship years before. All that gold.
Yes, well, we did try constantly, but could never get one of those golden tickets.
Wait, if he never left the South, then how did he meet my mother?
Well, as I've heard in rumor, he met her. Well, how old are you now, dear?
19?
Yes, but just under 20 years ago, at this very bar that we had owned, she walked in with all of her swagger and didn't even seem to care that she was looked down upon as a non-humanoid.
Yeah, she had a habit of melting people's heads off.
Yes, she did that to 3 guardsmen on the way in, and, well, that's all it took for Allie. Poor man was infatuated. You know, it took him 3 months to actually court her.
I just didn't know my mother went south. Never mentioned it. Granted, she never even really mentioned Allie, except that one time I found the photo, and she grounded me for 3 months.
Well, and young Callisti, those two were smitten with each other, and when she learned that he had a incurable disease, it took over her life for quite some years. She did everything to try to fix him. Nearly left the Draketts to do it, actually. But when you were born, he said that you were the most important thing. Told her to take you and go train you as she has been, and maybe in the future you would be able to stop it. Always the fucking pragmatist.
Well, we both had similar mindsets, Allie and I. Though I believe...
First one's in, last one's out.
Is there any soy sauce here?
Callisti pulls out her hat. Kazula, the sauce.
Ah, yes, of course. Let me just grab it with my hands.
I meant to go tell Pendleton.
Oh, right. Pendleton! The cat needs the sauce. Isn't that just for dinner and dipping? No, the parables trainee. Oh, yes. Yes, hey, pardon me. Everybody doing okay over here? Yes, fine, thank you.
He's like, or as he does that, the aged stuff,
Yes, the stuff we aged in the old whiskey barrels. I understand.
Wait, you've been using the whiskey barrels?
Well, yes, you can't make whiskey in the same barrel twice. It changes the flavor.
That's what you use for bourbon.
Bourbon is the first time.
You're supposed to be doing it in a pot anyway. It's Tamari.
It is fine.
No, it is today, Callisti.
There's
I
that
thought it was yesterday.
twitch, like, yes, your eye twitch from across the room.
Sorry, that was like the best time to make that pun. To be fair, Elric does not know anything about like that fish cooking at all.
Oh, this is just talking about like high grade Japanese tamari sauce.
He still wouldn't know. I'm assuming that would probably be like a southern thing, probably closer to Blue Dragon area. Anyway.
Let's just say Pendleton is extremely British.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
He just brings over Worcestershire sauce, and we're just like, what the hell?
Worcestershire.
This is Worcestershire.
God damn it!
Excellent.
I fucking hate. I love that meme, but I hate it.
He will lay down a tray of drinks and what is clearly just a bottle of soy sauce.
Which
Thank you, Sir Pendleton.
he will take a slow drag drink. I can regale some of the adventures that your father led.
I'd like to hear him. So I didn't really get to ever meet him. Except in a weird fever. Transcendent dream ritual thing. Centaurs are interesting people.
So you have partaken in the herbs.
Yeah. Probably gonna do that again in the future.
I would recommend at least a year of rehabilitation before trying them again.
Really wreaks havoc on your liver.
Well, my cousin has it down to a science, and I was usually going to do the other stuff. Like the desert plant or special mushrooms.
There's just this long blank stare from Iron Ball.
There's an old knowing stare from Mittens.
The extreme contrast of the two.
Ah, yes. The good shit.
I know this is Allie's child. He too used fancy words to the point where I feel like brain went to sleep and yet ears still keep working.
Allie did have a way with words, that's for sure.
Well, it was that we needed him as the... I believe you said it best. He was the mouth and heart, you were the brains, and I was the brawn. Well, flail.
Miss Callisti, this might be hard for you, but would you like to hear your father's voice?
Oh boy. Yeah, I would.
So the Kenku will look at you. You're the best group of idiots I've ever met. I'm proud to call you all friends. Now let's get hammered!
Yeah! He holds
I actually
up the whole bottle of soy sauce, not the sipper, the whole bottle.
Wait, does he yell that "Let's get hammered" out loud?
Oh yeah.
Then Elric's gonna just like slam his glass down. Hell yeah, I love this guy.
He'll do the bird thing where they tilt the head. Cheesy pickles.
What the?
Callisti is crying a little. Not ugly crying, but it's like that, like 1 or 2 tears kind of thing.
Yeah, Calhoun will put her arm around your shoulder.
So, I know it's a lot, but like, can you tell me about his, favorite things, his hobbies, and it sounds like you have a lot of time to not have hobbies, as survival.
Very good at cards.
City.
I believe he said something of counting cards.
That explains the math problem. Okay. 1.
Yes, he was always at a card table, a dice game, any type of gambling he could do. But also a large fan of reading just history novels.
I've actually kind of been wondering where my hobbies came from.
Yes, complicated
I'm getting
books.
to that.
Yes, he would always say the more words he could learn, the better he could swindle.
Oh.
Of course, sometimes there are those that don't listen to words, so they listen to flail.
Yes. Or a little bit of magical persuasion.
So he was a follower of Sun Meow. I hate you.
Yes, the art of belly rubs is one of his favorites.
I never understood why you all like belly rubs. I find it uncomfortable.
Well, because you have a hard time being vulnerable, Ironball.
Oh, I was worried he had a transient nipple.
You kind of look, he actually has a small 6-pack right there. You can zoom on his image.
I do much crunches training.
Fucking great cheese off those things.
Thank God somebody else did it.
I feel like that would be waste of cheese. I am not to be served on dishes, though I will serve the pain.
I know this is weird, because you're like my uncle, kinda, now, maybe? Brother?
In a way.
Yes, uncle is better.
I mean, theoretically, though, would you let someone grate cheese off of your abs if they were going to eat it off of you, and they were of the gender that you're partial to?
That is a question best not to be in public. But to
So,
answer,
yes. Okay.
but yes, that is to your answer to question.
I don't know why I had to know the answer to that one, but
You are family. Though we have new, odd short one, as he looks to Calhoun's direction.
this is Calhoun. She's Felicity kind of looks at her like, is it okay to say girlfriend?
Yeah.
My girlfriend.
Good. Celebration. You added to family.
Alright. I have been staring at your fucking... Are you a prisoner? Why isn't the thing just attached to your leg? Did you just walk out of jail?
Is this the Iron Ball?
Yeah.
Yes! Hold on. Iron Ball holds it up, and yet it is literally an iron ball strapped to him.
Yes. This is to remind
Have you
me.
ever thought about filling with gunpowder?
He gives it a quick thought, and it starts to glow a bright light.
Ah, damn it.
We could add.
Or if we pineappled it.
But I do like it. I recall hitting a box man with big arms because he tried to take my weapon, my flail. But
Yes,
then,
Cuz is not a fan of you.
well,
Not mercurial spikes. They eject when they hit.
yes, well, that particular time at least before the raid of the ship, he created a very crystal spherical ball, which he seemed very pleased with himself. I did not quite get the humor. It seemed very frail.
Iron Ball, I don't know how many times I need to tell you this. Not all balls are made of iron. That was a decoration. And
What-
yes, I did steal it. Shiny, and I liked it.
I have no complaints of you stealing it. I just can't quite understand why it is spherical, but yet why decoration they're used to hit people with, as my master Purple had taught me.
I did hear that there was a monk order of Tabaxi a long time ago that used marbles.
See? She agrees with me. She is definitely Allie's daughter.
Yes, thank you for letting me lose another argument about how balls should be used.
Well, I mean, they're fine so long as they're not the blue kind, right?
Not wrong there. I might be old, but they ain't useless.
Of course not. We still have many years to go.
I really don't think you understand how age works.
How old is Iron Ball, actually?
I haven't seen his She in a while, and I don't think I got access to it.
I don't even know.
He's secretly one of those monks that achieved immortality.
Pretty much.
He's 35.
Wow, that's middle age for Tabaxi, I guess. Because I lived to 80, right?
Give or take.
I remember.
Depends on how Izumis they have in their life.
I will dare say that Iron Ball is the youngest of the three.
I can imagine.
Oh yeah, you were like a kitten when they kind of formed out their little band. Mittens is getting close to like 73.
Yeah.
Like, he's fucking old.
Yeah.
So, I had something special prepared. So, Zephyr, Ophelia, whatever.
How would I do in that sashimi?
Probably your first run at it, you do the general idea.
I mean, it's
You're-
uncooked.
Yeah. So, I mean, with yours and Ophelia's skills, it's definitely better than most food people make, but you two have higher standards than that.
We're upset.
Yeah, you two are upset, everybody else is gonna fucking love it.
Been there in my life.
That's me every day, wake up. Anyway.
She's gonna look at you, kind of look at the tray. Do you?
It is what it is.
Okay. Let's go. Oh, he's fast. Okay.
Do you require assistance?
By the arcane domains, Zephyr, Ophelia. Holy crap, that looks good.
They're like just serving it mad.
Well, Ophelia now has other issues because she's out in public.
Oh, sorry, Ophelia.
Ah, yes, Ophelia the Rock.
He looks wonderful.
Thank you both. Is there more soy sauce as Ironball downs the rest of it?
Ah! He doesn't have taste buds.
I'm just ushering back.
Just Calliste's like staring at Ironball, and it's just like there's that constant question of how.
You don't want to know his stats. He's a munchkin for real. I think I made him into a very high munchkin.
Made him into a munchkin, could never let anything pass. Which is
Really, that monk immunity to poison?
No, it's worse. He had the fucking tunnel fighter on top of a monk with sentinel. It was horrendous.
Hurt me.
Miser, that's the first time I've ever seen Miser make a semi-power game character, and it looked horrendous to play against as a DM.
Look, that was probably
that entire 4-shot was just pain.
I'm sorry.
Nothing could get past Ironball ever.
So you all have a huge platter of tuna sashimi placed in front of everybody that is in the bar tonight. Sir Pendleton looks incredibly pleased with himself. The alcohol and soy sauce flows. There are a couple new quest lines that have been unlocked for the party, but for the next few days, really kind of, I guess, until Callisti decides to leave, we will have some downtime. So let me know what y'all want to do in Cravencliff or around Cravencliff for the next couple of days, possibly weeks, and
Back up.
we will see what I can get done for you all. But
Did Jackal ever come back home?
oh yeah, Jackal.
No, actually,
Jackal
I rolled that
Jackal's
wisdom.
food sensed.
Actually, I was gonna say he decided to have dinner out with Ari.
Jackal doesn't come home tonight.
Nope.
Oh.
Everyone's going on date night.
And Callisti is just sitting there, and at first she's like, I guess he'll be coming back in the morning. It's fine. If not, I kind of expected.
Alrighty, yeah. So just let me know if you guys want to do any upgrades to the bar, go on little side adventures, have plans, or like try to upgrade armor, or whatever you guys want to do. Just DM me the info that you want, and we will end the session of Drake's Salvation right here. Thank you all for showing up. I am Jeebus the Dingus on Twitter and YouTube. You can find me at both of those places. And I will throw it over to next Monday's DM, Mr. Moogle.
Yep. Hello. I know I was off for some time. I suffered a stroke at the beginning of the month after being sick, so we will be back to Sea of Sorrows next Monday. After that long holdover. Because my brain's finally back together enough to do it. So, other than that, I'm on a little bit of a break from my commission work because I'm still trying to sort things out that way. Do feel free to hit me up and I'll let you know when I can get around to it if you're interested. Other than that, everything's looking up for next Monday. and throw it over to the other, or next week's other DM, Mariner.
Hello, I am Trendspace Mariner. You can find me on DM Mariner on Twitter and Trendspace Mariner on Twitch. And yeah, next Sunday we'll get more into the weeds with Soldner. Maybe have some fun. Maybe head to the fucking Cloud9. I had to think of the name of the literal place I set up. And maybe, who knows? Maybe the party will enjoy the black market. Maybe someone will get stabbed in a back alley. Or someone will stab someone in a back alley. I don't even know at this point. I just given up trying to figure out what my party's going to do and just roll with it. And after that, I'll throw it to the other Sunday DM, Miser.
Hello everyone, and evening, this is Miser. I play, today I actually managed to get to play 3 of my characters in one session, which is why I kind of threw Jackal out for a while. Yes, I was originally Hector and also Ironball, but I'm also the DM for Into the Wildlands on Sundays, and you can find my content on both Twitch and YouTube of Miser Mark, and I will, send it over to, we got Zephyr?
Oh, that'd be it today. Hello, I'm Zephyr, Bradles. I just show up for the drinks and I go home. A boost.
Alright, well, I'd like to thank you all for showing up, and we will see you in 2 weeks for the next Drakes.
Bye.
Bye-bye everyone, have a good night.